a little practice. Shout out to Emily Raw for her sick beats, but more so for her beautiful soul. Yeah, sometimes I have to take a step back and find the rapture in the past, and sometimes I have to delve so deep that I have to get off my knees and get off my feet and go to my knees. This brain fog that's connecting my jaw to the part of me that's stuck in COVID. My cat's on fire, but that's not what I manifest. In fact, I manifest for all of you to find your desires. And if you don't comply with me for that, then man, you're probably not the one that I admire. Even though that I feel so much hesitation for some of the things I do, that I get stuck in stagnation. I find a way to play my whole life like I was a PlayStation. I wish I had an imagination sometimes, but maybe that will get me stuck in the past where I couldn't manifest the ability to create so fast. And yet you think that my rap lyrics aren't fast, but that's not what I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting world peace. It's something so big that it takes every single one of we. Yo, I used to call myself every sign and one, when I realized I was just part of this whole cosmic universe, that we could do the things that we want. And now I blow through, and I blow through in a way that you think that I'm taunting every single thing that it comes through. But really, yeah, in the past I had such hardships. The hardships of being alone, where you couldn't even talk to your own friend, because when you found out your friend, he was just doing that to find a cathartic part of himself. Because when you rose up out of a certain part of hell, then they would tell you, hey man, well, that's the last time I'm ever gonna let you ring my bell. And I never wanted to ring yours in the first place, except to find out if you were okay. Because I had this kind of little bit of guilt inside of myself to think that, hey, was I the reason that he was stuck in that way, in that hell, in that cell, in that jail? But really, nothing compares to this pail of tears that fall from my eyes every single day, almost like religion. If I have a religion, it's that I just want to give back to all those people that are stuck in cynicism. Yo, because optimists exist like an optimistic prism of prime, and that is divine. Get away from me if you're gonna come with criticism. Maybe my lyrics aren't the best. I really don't care, because I'm not competing with anybody, not even myself. In fact, I already won that on myself. So what you gonna do when they come for you? Who's the bad boy? Who's the good girl? Who really cares if anybody looks at you like you was just a toy? Was I instrumental in this or that? Did I help you amplify your mind? Did I help you give back? I really don't care, because if you think that you did it yourself, oh man, then that's the most negative thing I ever heard. That's straight out of hell. Again, yeah, so much grievance from trickling down every single season. I couldn't find if there was a rhyme or reason. In fact, this is not the aftermath of any of that, because if you think I'm talking about the past, no, I'm talking about the now. The now that the state of the whole world is in, and the state of that is on the brink of peace. But some people would say that, man, you better just shut yourself down and release your soul, because you're gonna need to come back 10,000 times more before you learn all the lessons. But I'm not gonna be stuck in that state of eternal healing. I'm stuck in a state of eternal creation. And if that's the thing that you want to grieve, that you don't see inside of yourself, then that's not the bee's knees. Yo, I don't try to copy anyone else, as I fly so high in the sky to bring back all of the Santa's little elves. But they don't need to sit there in the workshops creating toys for all them little girls and their boys, because we got something else that we can play with. You just eat a little bit of broccoli and use your voice. Yeah. I used to think about having a Rolls Royce, but only because I like the name of it. The name doesn't mean anything. That's the shame of it. Yo, the grief that I'm inside of this mind is stricken, and I'm gonna get rid of it like good riddance. And then I'll put a ribbon on my own head. You don't have to give me no, what's that word? Gratification or appreciation for getting out of my own stagnation. You don't need to do any of that, because I'll use my own imagination. I'll make it my own, and I'll call it a feel a nation. I feel the whole nation inside of all of these words that I put out, and I had to get them from somebody else. Yo, I learned some of the dictionary, but I didn't learn it from my own brain. I didn't even learn it from a past life. I didn't even learn it from other people's shame. I learned it from being part of this game. And if I'm on any level or mode, it's the God one. It's the one where we can corrode the past and we can come up with something and create the future at last. But not even at last, at next. Or better off yet, it's just the beginning. So start releasing what you need to release, and get out of that stagnation and forgive it. Yo, wake up, work out, eat healthy, create music, forgive, and then do it again. Yo, that's the kind of habit that I want. The habit that I want is not to flaunt. The habit that I want is to never be done. But never be done doesn't mean in this body. I don't necessarily want to sacrifice my all to remove the darkness. But if that's the last thing that I have to do in this universe so that you all can harness only light, then that's what I'll do. It really doesn't matter, my dudes. So don't tell me that I can't remove energy, but tell me anything is possible and all this unconditional love exists. Well, then my grief-stricken days are over. And if you want to tell me that you're not the four-leaf clover, well, you're my why, and whoever you are, whoever listens to this. And so if the divine is listening to this, then they know that they're my why, and that's okay. So I'm not going to put this out in a state of cry. I already did that just the other day, and that was my release. I don't need your comments, but I like your beats. And that goes for anybody out there that produces things, that we can do these things together in a state of rewind, and do it again. But is it even again? Just a little bit different flavor. Bust the rhymes, I'll see you later, whether or not